Hockey is on the air from Westman Arena on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where this afternoon the Yellow Jacket women's hockey team is going to try to get back into the win column as they take on the Lumberjills of Northland College. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Yellow Jacket Hockey pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. I am John Garver. A very abbreviated pregame show here this afternoon as we're sorting through some technical difficulties, and hopefully we'll have all of that behind us, and the glitches for the mission will be done here this morning. Yellow Jackets coming into this one 3-3-1 on the season, losing a tough one last Saturday at home against UW-Eau Claire in their first game of WIAC play for the season. Meanwhile, Northland College, they opened their WIAC season last weekend as well. Actually opened their season last weekend as they played two games at home against UW-Eau Claire and UW River Falls. It was a tough start to the season for the Lumberjills as they lost both of those contests as well. So Lumberjills are going to look to get in the win column for the first time. Yellow Jackets looking to climb back above 500 for the first time this season. Or the second time this season, I should say. Now, let's... I'm not going to take my customary break here. Instead, we will jump right into the pregame interview. Earlier today, I caught up with Yellow Jacket head coach Bree Simon. We're back on the Yellow Jacket Hockey pregame show. It's Friday afternoon. We're at Westman Arena in Superior. The Yellow Jackets getting ready to take on Northland College. And as always in the pregame show, we're joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Bree Simon. And, you know, tough loss here on Saturday afternoon, Coach, but I think you probably had to the fact that your team went punch for punch with them, and in the years past, that hasn't always been the case.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, but, you know, it's a good learning experience for the girls. I give them credit. We didn't stop. We went a full 60 minutes, and right now I need that from them is going 60 minutes. The first couple of games we were probably playing, maybe a period and a half to 2 periods, and now we're actually playing a full 60 minutes of hockey right now.
Over the course of these first few weeks, again, I think I say it every single time I talk to you, lots of games. This has been a pretty frantic start to your schedule. How are you maintaining the team right now? Because it's a lot of games in a short period of time, especially this early.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of adjusting myself. I've never played this many games in the first month. Feels like we've been going for 2 months, but we've only been going, this is week 4 of our season, and I'm just trying to keep them dialed. Gave them the day off on Tuesday so we could be refreshed for this weekend. Tomorrow's going to be a tough opponent, and so right now it's just kind of going day by day until Thanksgiving break.
Looking at the numbers here in the early going, too, I mean, the offensive production has been pretty good for the most part. Defense, you guys are giving up some goals here this year, and I look particularly at the penalty kill. Penalty kill is struggling a little bit. How do you get that going? Yeah,
we just got to stay out of the box, which is kind of our downfall right now. We're killing as much as we possibly can. We're doing the right things, and unfortunately, we're just playing good opponents that have good power plays.
I can tell by the look on your face as I was asking that question that not thrilled with the PK right now, didn't want to answer that, but you did just fine. Flip side of it, compliment time, power play has been pretty darn good.
Yeah, we're doing good on our power play. I'd like to score a few more. We just got to get our confidence up, honestly, on the power play. I think, just from hearing some of them, last year power play wasn't their strongest suit, which is okay. And I think they're just getting into the rhythm of actually having a good power play, working together, we are getting chances, which is fantastic, and getting looks. We just got to capitalize when we need to.
Northland now this afternoon, a team that, I guess, a team in transition is a safe way to say it based on everything that happened last year.
I told them actually the last 2 days that we can't play like me. We need to play as a team. Just because of who we're playing, it doesn't matter. Obviously tonight is going to be a big confidence booster and a big ego booster for some, which is okay too, but as long as we play to how we play and play as a team, so that way we're prepared for tomorrow as well. So.
They have a new head coach here, and it's somebody you have some familiarity with. So talk to me a little bit about him, his coaching style, and what you expect out of that team today.
Yeah, Jake is kind of like a second dad to me. He was my coach in college, and then I went out to Elmira with him, and I have a lot of respect for him. He got me into the college world, coaching at this level. I tell you, he works his team really hard. I know they're going to go hard and give everything that they have. He already knows what's coming, which is really sad, but he's a great guy, and I know he just is going to be happy with whatever comes out of it today.
Been rotating goalies throughout the year so far, so who goes today?
Molly is going today. Anna will be going tomorrow. It's going to be kind of a slower paced game for her, which is fine, and she'll play on Tuesday, which I think will be a good bounce back from today, hopefully.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Yellow Jacket head coach Bree Simon. Underway here from Westman Arena. The opening face-off has transpired, and as always, our opening face-off is local college zone. Yellow Jackets are attacking from left to right. Opening 20. We're sorting through some technical stuff here, folks, so we apologize for that. But at any rate, puck is in the Yellow Jacket zone now. It comes up on the right wing boards. Going to be played out to neutralize by Ashley Parnell. He dumps it in. Comes back down into Yellow Jacket territory now. Carson Nixick with a shot from the right circle. The save is made by Molly Black. Rebound is going to be picked up, and back up to center they come. Across the Northland line. Shot taken from the right circle. Kaylin Garner in on goal, and that's going to be stopped and held by goaltender Jody Lemming, a sophomore out of Vadnais Heights, Minnesota. Got one game in last weekend. 45 save effort for her. What are you looking for? Which one? I'm just going to turn them off. Puck is in the Northland College zone right now. They're going to chip it out into the neutral zone. Back come the Yellow Jackets again. Anna Scherling, right circle, takes the shot, and that's going to be broken up in traffic. Puck comes around behind the net. Scherling centers. That's going to be intercepted. Carson Nixick tried to clear for Northland. That's not going to come out. Now the puck is on the right wing side. Parnell plays it back behind the goal. It's going to come back around. Behind the goal, Hannah Chady falls down. Puck was underneath her for a moment. Now the Yellow Jackets dig it loose. My apologies for pausing. I got to try to sort through the technical stuff here, folks. My apologies. In the neutral zone now, the Yellow Jackets, Trinity Middle tips it into the Northland zone. They're going to play that one back up the right side. That's not going to go. Now they do come out to center. It's a 2-on-1 for Northland. Kylie Moffat on the left wing. Slides that one across to the right circle. It's going to hop the stick of Bree Rutz. Comes back behind the Yellow Jacket net now. And it's controlled here by Steiner. Steiner plays that one out into the neutral zone. Back the other way. Northland will pick it up and come to center. Yvonne Durfee dumps that one down into the Yellow Jacket zone. She one of two seniors on this club. For the Lumberjills as the Jackets clear it to center. Northland will pick it back up, and Durfee on the backhand sends it in. Behind the Yellow Jacket net, Steiner's got it now. Steiner tried to play that one up the left wing boards. It does come out to neutral ice, and the Yellow Jackets come back with Avery Olenek across the line. Into the middle, Emma Booth takes a shot, and it's going to be stopped and held by Lamming. She'll hold on. Face-off coming up here in the Northland zone. 16:08 to go here. Opening period. No score between the Yellow Jackets and Northland. Shot comes in from the left point by Matson's not going to go. Behind the net, Booth's got it for the Yellow Jackets here. She gets bumped off the play. Matson tried to pinch down from the left point and hold that one in the zone. Instead, it's going to be cleared and come all the way down. No icing on the play. Taylor Marks behind her own goal for the Yellow Jackets. Sidesteps a check. Plays that one ahead to center. 3-on-2 now as the Jackets come across the Northland line. Emma Booth, left circle, fans on the shot. That's going to be cleared and come all the way back down into neutral ice. And that one will get the distance and be an icing call. .31 remaining here in this opening period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless. Jackets control the face-off. Reworks from the right point, takes a shot that gets broken up in traffic. Puts in the right wing corner. Up on the right board, it's going to be cleared out to center. Bouncing puck. Reworks has it at the blue line. Yellow Jacket blue line, that is. Passes that one ahead on the right wing. It's going to hop over the stick of Jenna Hoops. And the Lumberjills come back the other way with it here now. There's a steal at center. Hoops up the right wing. Comes across the line. Takes the shot. That one's not going to go. Swerhan in the left wing corner as we pass the 5-minute mark of this first period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless from Westman Arena in Superior. Now in the left wing corner, Swerhan. She gets taken down. Play continues on. Okay. That was a clear trip on the play, but referee's arms stay down. Jackets dump it back in, and they'll head off on a change. Lumberjills will control it here. Tate Hutchinson to clear. It's held in at the left point by Steiner. She pushes it down behind the goal. It's going to be played back up the right side, tipped into the middle, and it's Nixick back the other way. Nixick for Northland across the Yellow Jacket line, pushes it into the left wing corner, wraps the arms around Cora Coes as they pursue that loose puck. It's in the left wing corner. Now Coes picks it up for the Yellow Jackets, goes off the left wing glass, it hops the stick of Garner and comes out to the neutral zone. Played back on the right wing, up down into the Yellow Jacket zone. Picked up behind the net by Cora Coes. Coes for the Yellow Jackets. Steps out from behind the net. Puts it up the right wing side. Taken there by Eiley Dahl. Dahl dumps it in. It's going to be played behind the Northland goal to the left wing corner. Riley Moffitt picks it up. Tried to skate it out of her own zone for the Lumberjills, but that one doesn't go. Now the Yellow Jackets have it pinned to the right wing boards. Marks at center, comes into the Northland zone. Puck down to the right wing corner. That one's going to be broken up. Moffitt regains control here behind her own net for Northland. They'll try to clear again. That one's held in. Lennick tried to pivot that down to the right wing corner. That doesn't go. Now to the right point, Matson throws that one to the front of the net. Looking for Gabby Andriacci, but that doesn't connect. Northland regaining control here as we near the 7-minute mark of this opening period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless. Left wing corner. Northland zone. Moffitt digs it free for the Lumberjills. Pokes it past Emma Booth and then flips the backhand to the line. Held in by Marks. Kaylee Marks down the slot, takes the shot, and the save is made by Lamming. Comes back up to the line. Yellow Jackets able to hold. Lennick played it on the backhand to the slot, but that's going to be intercepted and cleared back out to neutral ice. Now the Yellow Jackets back on the attack at center. Jenna Hoops across the Northland line. Hoops right circle, takes the shot. That's going to go wide. Comes up on the left wing boards. It's chipped out to center. Yellow Jackets right back in. Now that one's not going to go. Northland comes back the other way. That's not going to go. It's driven back down into the Northland zone. Lumberjills will clear it to center. Swerhan's got it there. Haley Swerhan. The right side, Hoops. Running across the Northland line. Tried to stick handle through some traffic, but that's not going to go. Now it's in the right wing corner. Swerhan's got it. Centers for Hoops. Hoops gets a stick on it, but that's going to be broken up. Clearing attempt held. Now it does come out to center. Lumberjills carry it. Julia Fussy across the line, backhand shot from the left circle, stopped by Molly Black. She'll hold on. We got a face-off coming up here in the Yellow Jacket zone. 11:43 to play, opening period. Yellow Jackets and Lumberjills scoreless. Lumberjills controlling the face-off. Jackets get control. Rapiter on the right wing. Ashton Parnell clears it to neutral. It comes down across the Northland line. At the red line, Cora Coes from the left wing boards dumps it back into the Northland zone. Back to pick it up, Tate Hutchinson. Up the line, Coes holds it in. Shot tipped in front. That skips over the top of the goal. Parnell deflected that one between the circles. Now behind the net. Parnell tips it over to the left wing corner. Gives chase. To help out Trinity Middle for the Yellow Jackets. Middle tied up along the boards. Parnell digs it free. Sends it up top. Coe's at the left point. Push that one down toward the goal, and Northland will be content to clear that all the way down and take the reset. As icing is finally the goal. Minutes, 49 seconds remaining in this opening period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless from Westman Arena in Superior. John Garver with you. Apologizing again for the technical difficulties during the open here this afternoon. Goes at the left point. Sends it down. The door at the left side of the net, tried to set it back out front, but that's not going to go. Yellow Jackets regaining control in the neutral zone. Eiley Dahl on the right wing. Pass in the middle looking for Fedora, but that pass doesn't connect. It's wrapped around the boards on the left wing side. Middle got a stick on it, but now that's going to come back into the neutral zone here. Steiner gets around one defender, crosses the Northland line, cuts it over to the right side. Right circle, Steiner tried to take it to the net. Shot tipped in front. The save is made by Lamming on the redirection by Gabby Andriacci. Northland tries to clear, that's not going to leave. Now Andriacci again. He's down behind the goal. Centers for Clickor on the backhand, and that one just misses the right post. Goes to the right wing corner. Andriacci's got it. He'll throw that one through the goal crease all the way over to the left side. Puck tied up left corner. Jackets working free behind the net. Booth. Beats Haley Marks. Back down to Booth. She plays that one in front, looking for Andriacci. Her shot stopped, but the rebound right back to the goal crease. If anybody would have been off that right post, they have an easy tap-in goal. Marks for the Yellow Jackets on the right wing. Her pass gets blocked. Marks backs it up again. Matson passes up the middle. Bryn McLean now. Comes across the Northland line. McLean on the right side. Passes that one down behind the net. Tried to center. That one was broken up. Now Hoops gets it back. Hoops sends it toward the Northland goal. Nobody there to help as the other forwards went off on a change. On the right wing board. Got it to Marks now. She's tied up right side. Jackets regain control, right circle. Hoops. Marks decantles to the slot. Wanted to move that one over for Swerhan. Nowhere for that puck to go. Comes back up top at the left point. Rewerts. Able to hold the zone. Now it does kick out to center. Swerhan's got it. Rodriguez on the right side. Now ahead for Hoops. She dumps it in. Picked up there by Tate Hutchinson from Northland and played back out into the neutral zone. Yellow Jackets inside their line will back it up. And Sherling will start up the left wing with it here. Sherling crosses the red line. Into the Northland zone on the left wing board. Backhands it. She gives chase. Yellow Jackets now with it. Parnell. Passes behind the net for Sherling. Now back into the right circle. Ashton Parnell. Feeds behind for Anna Sherling, but that one pops off her stick, and it's going to be wrapped around the right wing boards. That's going to come all the way down the ice. Icing is going to be waved up. They throw it up the right wing blast. That one's not going to go. Yellow Jackets played up the right wing side. That's going to be out of the reach of Garner and come all the way down, and that will result in an icing. And a face-off coming back here in the Yellow Jacket zone. 7:31 to play, first period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless. Jackets with the edge in shots here, 6-3. They absolutely have the territorial advantage here. Unfortunately, nothing popping through as of yet. Puck controlled by the Yellow Jackets here. Third out into the neutral zone. Parnell up the right wing side across the Northland line. Parnell cut it to the middle and it's poke checked off her stick. Now a centering pass is going to be intercepted. Steiner's got it. Steiner left circle. Stick handled, headed hop off her stick. Comes back up top. Cora Coes passes over Klagora, left circle, into the slot now. Steiner in the right circle, that's not going to connect. Steiner now tried to center, that's going to get blocked. Northland will grab control of it and clear. It's going to get off the left wing boards out into the neutral zone. Cora Coase for the Jackets again. Now her pass goes off the wall, intercepted. Coase gets it back, sidesteps a checker, loses the handle on that. Fussy's got it here for Northland. Julia Fussy for the Lumberjills, throws that one up the middle. Jackets intercept the player down low. 6.5 minutes to go, first period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless. Fussy up the right side, tried to cut it to the slot in the Yellow Jacket zone, but they were able to poke check that off her stick. Now in the neutral zone, Hutchinson again for Northland, dumps it back in. Daly Marks for the Yellow Jackets, passes behind her own net. For Cora Coase, she'll get it back on the right side now as Marks out to center for Middle. Middles weaves around Olenek and backhands that one down into the right wing corner. Now behind the Northland net, Olenek's got it. Tried to center, that one hits a skate. Picked up here on the right wing side, and Fairlington gets it across the Yellow Jacket line. Jackets intercept and come back the other direction. Olenek on the right wing boards, that one's not going to go. Now the Booth's got it in the neutral zone. She runs into her own player. Jackets Andriachi able to get it back. On the left wing board, she'll play it down into the Northland zone. 5.5 to go here, first period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless from Westman Arena. On the right wing side, Vaughn Durfee to get it out of the zone. That's not going to go. Hutchinson will try again. Jackets able to hold the zone. Kaylee Swerhun's got it in the high slot. Swerhun carries over the right circle. Swerhun now over on the right wing, side to center. Lane tied up in front. Now the Lumberjills are going to clear that back in neutral ice. It comes down into Yellow Jacket territory. Backing up with it here, Rewerts. Over the right wing side. Jenna Hoops now picks up speed. Hoops across the Northland line. Goes down into the right wing corner. Hoops plays it behind the net. Swerhun is just out of her reach. Comes back up top. Shot taken from the left point. Catches traffic in front. That was Lucy Drugas. Now Drugas has it back left point. Over to the right point, looking for Rewerts. That's not going to connect, and it comes back to neutral ice. Rewerts on the right wing side, tried to feed that one ahead for Hoops, but it's intercepted. Schreier here for Northland has it left wing corner. 4.5 minutes to go in a rapidly moving first period. No score here now. Centering pass in front, a quick shot taken by Nixick between the circles, saved by Black. Nixick gets it again. That shot's going to be deflected in front. Puck ends up in the left wing corner. Now puck back behind the Yellow Jacket net, fed over to the right wing side. Taken here by Bryn McLean, rink-wide feet on the left wing. This is Kaylin Garner across the Northland line. Garner on the left wing side. She'll send it deep. It comes behind the goal. Picked up by Steiner on the right wing board. As we pass the 16-minute mark of this first period. Northland and the Yellow Jackets scoreless. Right wing corner. Puck work free. Garner feeds that one into the slot. Cora Coase with a shot right on the doorstep. And Zoe Lamming will make the save. She'll cover up the loose puck, and we're going to get a face-off here in the Northland College zone. And a reminder that coming up here during our first intermission, sponsored by Northland Incorporated, we will spend some time chatting with Chris Sugar. He is the founder of D3HockeyNews.com, and had an opportunity to catch up with him this week, talk a little bit about the D3 men's game, talk a little bit about the D3 women's game. face-off to the right to goaltender Landing, controlled by the Yellow Jackets now. Coming out of the left wing corner, Parnell takes the shot. That's going to be deflected to the right wing corner. Garner wins the race to the puck. She tries to pass it back behind the goal. That's not going to go. Now left wing corner. Parnell up to Coase. Now back to Parnell. They carry down. Garner takes the shot from the left circle. Save is made. Lamming rebound and loose there for a moment. Yellow Jackets whacking away at it. Northland able to cover that one up, and they'll hold on. They'll look at another face-off coming up here in this opening period. Not many face-offs so far. This is only going to be the 10th one. Yellow Jackets have won 7 of the first 9. Face-off controlled by Northland this time. Should have bragged about the number of draws Jackets will win. And they carry it to center. This is Hutchinson across the Yellow Jacket line. She cuts to the right wing side. Now she'll play it deep. Comes back behind the Yellow Jacket net, and it gives us an opportunity actually to say thank you to Tom Hansen, a professor in the Communicating Arts Department here at UW Superior. He brought his COM 304 digital storytelling class into the booth today. Roaming around behind us right now. Doing some teaching on the go here, Mr. Hansen. Well done. Are we actually on the air now? Oh, good. All right. Well, that's one small battle. Hopefully we get it figured out for tonight. Meanwhile, back to live action here. Puck is in the neutral zone now, right wing side. 2.5 minutes to go here, first period. Yellow Jackets and Northland scoreless. Darby Matson throws that one up the left wing now. This is Emma Booth with speed across the line. Booth carries down behind the Northland goal. Walks out to the right circle. Still has the puck. Carries it around to the left side. Booth in the left circle. One lap of the offensive zone complete. Comes up top. Reworks. Takes the shot. Save. Rebound on the doorstep by Olenek. And the save made by Lamming. Now behind the net, Booth. She's tied up. Puck's going to come back now. Booth centering feet up front, and they score! It's a 1-0 Yellow Jacket lead. Fran Riachi hits her second. Booth will get one helper, we'll see on the other one. Jackets controlling the neutral zone face-off here. Reworks. Quite possibly could get that other assist. We'll find out in a moment. As we await the announcement from public address announcer Ryan Castaneda. Zone. Galen Garner for the Yellow Jackets here. Right at the Northland line. Got it across. Now it's poke checked away from her. Comes back to neutral. Upper Jill's Kennedy. Garuki's got it. Garuki plays it into the Yellow Jacket zone. Now under a minute to go here in this opening period. Jackets with the 1-0 lead. Sherling takes the shot. Stick save is going to be made by Lanning. She'll direct that to the left corner. Puck comes into the neutral zone, or the left wing side, excuse me. Lumberjills to clear. Yellow Jackets able to hold. Passed on the boards behind Cora Coase. Clearing attempt to be held in at the line. Steiner's got it here. She weaves around some traffic, gets it in the slot, fans on the shot. And with 30 seconds to go in the period, Lumberjills are going to come back. They try to clear it to center, and they do. It's going to be picked up by Treehey. Via Treehey dumps it into the Yellow Jacket zone with 20 seconds to play here in this period. The puck in the Yellow Jacket zone behind the net, comes up the left side. Lagora's got it there. Lagora gets it to the Northland line, but no further. Down to the right wing corner. The final seconds are going to tick off the clock. And the buzzer sounds, bringing period number 1 to a conclusion. So I think if you talk to Coach Bree Simon, which we will in a moment here with Nora Schmitz down at Rinkside, you're probably pretty happy with the fact that you have the 1-0 lead, but probably a little bit on the unhappy side based on You probably thought your team could have done a little bit better. I'm looking at Nora down there right now, and I wonder if Bree forgot we were going to talk to her. Nora patiently waiting. And we patiently await as well. One period in the books here at Westman. Yellow Jackets moving in front late at 18:07. Second goal of the season for Gabby Andriachi. Emma Booth got the lone assist. That's the only thing of note here in the opening 20 minutes. Shots on goal favored the Yellow Jackets at 12-5. No penalties were called. And frankly, there really weren't any situations where, aside from that trip early where Kaylee Swerhun got taken down, that was probably the only instance where I think that they probably could have had a penalty called. It was a cleanly played period, very fast-moving period, only 11 face-offs. So I think all in all, not a bad opening 20 minutes. We'll give Coach Simon a minute or two longer here, and then we will move on to our first intermission programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. I know that the camera's on me right now, but I'm watching Nora to see if she actually ever gets Coach Simon to come out. I'm guessing probably not at this point. Apologies for the dead air, but hanging tight to see if we're going to get anything. Hoping that she looks up here quick. But I don't think she's going to. I don't think Coach Simon's coming out here at this point. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back with our first intermission programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. We'll have my weekly conversation with Chris Sugar from D3HockeyNews.com. This is Yellow Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior and Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the WIAC Network. All right, we're back here at Westman Arena. First intermission sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. Yellow Jackets with a 1-0 lead over Northland. Let's go ringside with Nora Schmitz. She's got Coach Simon.
All right, I'm here with head coach Bree Simon. Coach, getting that late period goal was a really big shift in, motivation kind of vibes. What's the momentum like going into the second period?
I hope better than that. We're kind of playing to their level right now, which is not okay with me. So hopefully getting the first goal will kind of help us have a little bit more momentum going into the second.
So what's your, what are you saying to your players now to kind of get a fire lit under their butt to get moving?
We just got to play our hockey, right? We got to keep moving the puck how we are. We need to shoot.
have a little something to say to her team after that opening period, because I think she expected a little bit more competitive effort, I think, in that opening period. At any rate, one period of the books here at Westman Arena. Yellow Jackets with a 1-0 lead over Northland College, and now we will jump right into our first intermission programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. It'll be my conversation with Chris Sugar from D3HockeyNews.com.
Already first month of the Division III hockey season. Hard to believe that we've only been in for 2 weeks, but you look back on it, and boy, you've had games for a month now. It's crazy to me that it's moving this quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of catches up on you fast, especially, like you have kind of that exhibition time period, and then that kind of flies just because nobody's really paying attention to much, just because there's no schedules aren't really posted. You don't really know rosters and whatnot. And then you get through the first couple weekends, and then kind of like the college football season, you look at it's week 1, and then you look at it and you're, talking like conference championships. So it always kind of feels like that.
Right. Yeah, it's gone quickly, but it's also given us a chance to have a couple of small storylines kind of developing over the course of that opening month. And I think looking on the men's side, at least for my point of view, Chris, let's talk about Aurora, because they're making some noise on the men's side.
Yeah, I mean, they're really young. I didn't realize how young of a team they were. It's kind of one of those, you look at the roster and, you don't really have, there's not this massive abundance of D1 guys. And I know that method's kind of, I don't want to say dissolved, but I think we see kind of less and less now than we did, where we'd have the Uticas, loading up with 9 or 10 guys, and then in the end, just, not working out. Like Endicott this year has a decent amount, and, they seem to be doing pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. But Aurora's very young, and obviously that's good for them. It's, good for the current and the future. But yeah, we saw the one year, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Don't quote me on it. They started out like 12-2 or 14-2, something crazy. I mean, granted, their schedule at the time, the way the schedule really stacked up, and the ability of and the quality of the teams, then versus now, like trying then wasn't what they are now. I mean, trying's very good compared to what they were
right
at the time. But like Aurora, they were, I don't know, it's different than that. I think just because the quality of teams you're beating. I mean, they handled Stevens Point, who they had some struggles against the top teams as of late. And they beat Augsburg, who's obviously a good team regardless of the roster, and, sweep over Adrian. I think that kind of speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of Adrian having a new coach or not, sweep over Adrian in Adrian's always an achievement, regardless of the quality, because they're always going to have a quality that's better than 99%. That's kind of what I say to that.
Yeah, that was I had a chance to listen to part of the Stevens Point game to open the season, and I mean, when I tuned in, it was 4-0 and had just become 5-0. So I was kind of surprised to see that. Also knowing that Stevens Point is a fairly young roster as well, so I knew that played a role. I at the time didn't know that Aurora was as young as they are, and then to see last weekend the sweep over Adrian, that was kind of the this team's probably for real and they're going to make some noise.
Yeah, and with Adrian, like obviously, I think they're going through just some transition pains, or just some, nothing against Coach Phillips. It's just new. I mean, you're getting used to things. They lost some. I mean, they're playing a tough schedule. It's not as if their schedule's easy. I mean, they had Utica twice, they had Cortland, Oswego, and, now you get Aurora. It's like you're kind of just thrown into the fire there. And so, no, it'll be interesting to see how they fare. I mean, obviously, now they're in kind of a territory. There's a long way to go. But going 0-2 versus Aurora, that kind of, I think it jeopardizes a little bit if you're going to host or depending on your seed, you might now be relying on you might be relying on an automatic bid versus in prior years, Adrian, it was just whether they won the conference or not. They were in no matter what. So
Right.
that'll be the new kind of dynamic of you may say Norbert might be that team this year or Aurora where it's the, hey, do you win it or do you not? You're still in the tournament versus Adrian's now going to be that one possibly needing that automatic bid, which we have gotten used to them not.
Let's flip over to the women's side of things, Chris, and the number one team in the nation, the defending champions, UW River Falls, after running the table last year, 2 non-wins this year, and again against good teams, obviously. But do you read anything into that?
I mean, they still haven't lost.
That's why I said non-wins.
Yeah, they still haven't lost. I mean, it's kind of hard to. They might be better off. I mean, I'm a lifetime Connecticut or UConn, however you want to call it, athletics fan, and like women's basketball, like Coach Oriem would always say, like we needed to lose when they had the 90-game win streak, or when they were always winning, or going into the NCAA tournament undefeated. He's like, we should have lost because it helped us out, and you think at some point River Falls, might want to drop a game here just because the odds will keep playing against your favor the more you win. So, I don't know, that's just kind of a, fun for thought, but they had a lot of turnover. I mean, you can't expect them to keep winning every game. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, Eau Claire seems a little up and down right now. With the 2 games against St. Mary's, they dropped, which St. Mary's just like they're going to win games that people don't think they will, and then they'll drop games you don't think they will. So that's another weird one. But no, I think they're fine. But without that auto bid, they are going to have to have less of the non-wins. Let's say that.
Right. And the top of the, I look at the women's poll for this week on D3HockeyNews.com. Top of that poll kind of staying the same. River Falls is still that number 1 team. Gustavus, even with a loss, they're the number 2. Middlebury, number 3. Adrian, 4. I don't see a lot of, I honestly think those 4 teams are probably going to be planted at the top of that poll all year long.
Yeah, I mean, I like Amherst. I think their goaltender, he's been arguably the best goaltender in the country. Natalie Statsich is a freshman. I mean, I think they'll be very good as usual. I think it's a toss up between them and Middlebury. Obviously, Middlebury, their coaching staff is essentially 2 head coaches. Where eventually when Coach Mandigo retires, McNamara will take over. So I think it's kind of I don't want to say advantage, but I'd say recruiting, just the overall dynamic. You have 2 essentially amazing head coaches running your staff, so Middlebury won't be going anywhere. I think Utica is kind of a wild card on here because, granted, this is kind of the first time we've seen them consistently beat those good, like top tier opponents. I don't know if we're going to call Elmira the top tier at the moment, just with the way they've been performing. But regardless, Utica would always beat who they should beat, and then they would just fall short against the Nazareth, the Elmira, the teams that actually have that chance of making an NCAA tournament. So I think they're a wild card just because they play Nazareth this weekend. Historically, they're terrible against them. But this looks like to be the year, if they're going to do it, that they'll make their first NCAA tournament.
Good stuff as always, my friend. Let's catch up here in a couple weeks, and you and your family have a great Thanksgiving.
You as well. Always a pleasure.
We're going to take That's Chris Sugar from D3HockeyNews.com. Always good to have him on the broadcast with us. He, based on the East Coast, he always provides a really good insight into everything and anything and everything, I guess, that's happening around the world of Division III hockey. So always good to have him on with us. Officials back on the ice here at Westman Arena, so we are moments away from the teams arriving and starting period number 2. You heard Coach Bree Simon talk about it in the conversation with Nora Schmitz earlier, that she would have liked to have seen a a few other things from her club here in the last little bit, and or in that opening period, and chances are we're probably going to have I think a little spark lit underneath the Yellow Jackets here in period number 2. This is the only game that is taking place, I should say, on the women's side of the WIAC today. Tomorrow, Yellow Jackets will be back at home 2 o'clock as they host UW Stevens Point. 2 o'clock face-off, 1:45 pregame show. That'll be a simulcast between Yellow Jacket TV and 91.3 KUWS. Big Sound Matt Johnson will be on the call on that one. After this, our next sports broadcast coming up in just a couple of hours. The Yellow Jacket men's hockey team at home tonight as they play host to UW Eau Claire in their WIAC opener for 24-25. 7:05 face-off here at Westman Arena, 6:30 pregame show. And hopefully by then, all the technical difficulties we have are figured out, both on the television and radio side at any rate. Yellow Jackets in the home golds with the black trim will be attacking from right to left here in period number 2. They have the puck in the neutral zone. It's Emma Booth. Booth on the left wing, dumps that one down into the Northland zone. Andriachi giving chase. Booth picks it up in the right wing corner, comes out of the corner, right circle, fires, and a glove save made by Lamming. She's going to hold on. And we'll get a face-off coming up here in the Northland zone. 21 seconds elapsed here in period number 2. Yellow Jackets with a 1-0 lead over Northland, courtesy of Gabby Andriachi's second goal of the campaign. That coming late, under 2 minutes to go in that opening period. Cora Coes at the left point for the Jackets, sends it behind Northland's net. Andriachi had it, then Hutchinson poke-checked it away from her. Now Cora Coes pinches down from the left point. Carried behind the net and centered. It hits a skate, comes up to Olenek at the left point. Down the left wing boards, back to Olenek now. Olenek feeds it to the left post where Andriachi's got it. Andriachi plays that one back around to the right wing side. This is Steiner for the Yellow Jackets. Steiner behind the net, centering pass. Came right up the slot. Was a really nice play. Unfortunately, no Yellow Jacket in the slot at the time. It goes all the way down. The Jackets turned over in front of their own goal. Kaylee Swerhun mishandling it as Molly Black left the puck for her. But the Jackets recover, and now they'll come back to center with it here. On the left wing, this is Jenna Hoops. Hoops comes across the Northland line, pulls up at the top of the left circle. Sends that one up top for Steiner, who couldn't handle the pass. She gets it back, feeds Hoops. Bouncing puck left circle. Jackets play it to the left corner. Swerhun centers. Comes all the way up top. Marks takes the wrist shot. That one gets through, and the save is going to be made by Zoe Lamming. She'll cover up and hold on. Face-off is going to be here in the Northland zone. 18:30 to play, second period. Yellow Jackets leading 1-0. Darby Matson from the left point takes the shot. Jackets redirect that one, but it ends up going wide. Puck's going to be cleared back down into the Yellow Jackets zone. Swerhun giving chase. She'll bank it off the end boards behind her net. Matson on the left wing boards. Pitchforks that one ahead. It comes out to the neutral zone. Kennedy Grulke stripped to the puck there, but then the Yellow Jackets turn it back over, and that's going to come down into Yellow Jacket territory. Marks giving chase. Taylor Marks starts that one ahead at center for Kaylin Garner. Garner 1-on-2, now 1-on-3 as she comes across the Northland line, gets poke-checked there, and the Lumberjills are going to come back the other direction. They send it into the Yellow Jacket zone, and Lucy Drugas will pick it up. Drugas now fans on the pass, but the Jackets able to recover with Sherling in the neutral zone. Over to Garner, left wing across the line. Takes the shot. That's going to be deflected wide by the defense. Behind the net, Hannah Chady. Her clearing attempt intercepted. Drugas on the left side. She tried to center. That one's not going to go. Puck's tied up along the boards, left corner. It's going to be worked free, and Kylie Schreier's got it. Jackets get it back. Anna Sherling carries it into the high slot. Sherling on her back end. Gives it down low, now gets it back. Sherling, left wing corner. Sherling carries behind the Northland goal. Sherling now all the way up into the high slot. She's completed a lap of the offensive zone before ditching it off. Shot from the left point. Drugas gets through. Lamming's going to make the save. Klegora's got it behind the net now. Klegora goes down low behind the net. That one doesn't go. Hutchinson's got it here for Northland. She goes to clear. It gets past Kilgore on the left wing, and Northland will clear that one all the way down. Puck's going to spin its way across the goal line, and that'll be icing on the Lumberjills. Face-off coming back here in the Northland zone. 16:39 remaining here in this second period. 1-0 Yellow Jackets. Shots 14-3 favoring the Jackets here. Northland controlling now, and they come to center. 2-on-1. Nixick across the line. She takes the shot. It goes off the glove of Molly Black. Nixick's had a couple decent opportunities here in this the first 23, 24 minutes of this game. Puck comes all the way down. Icing waved off as the Yellow Jackets give chase. It's loose behind the Northland goal. Jackets work it free. Dahl, left circle, shot by Korakos, and the save made by Lamming. Rebound behind the goal. Going to be scooped up there by Schreier. Kylie Schreier to clear. Jackets hold. Steiner on the right wing. Sends it behind the net. Klagora, she's tied up. Emma Klagora gets loose. Klagora now feeds that one over to Andriachi on the right side. Andriachi with the lone goal here in this hockey game so far. On the left boards in the Northland zone. Korakos, she tried to center. That's not going to go. Andriachi carries behind the net. Has its poke checked off her stick. Now Andriachi gets knocked down. Puck goes into the right wing corner. Yellow Jackets giving chase, but Northland will exit the zone. Jackets break it up at the red line and go to dump it back in. Unfortunately for them, that one's going to go up into the players' bench, and we'll get a face-off here in the face-off just outside the Northland blue line. 15:19 to play here in the second period. 1-0 Yellow Jackets. Neutral zone face-off here, controlled by the Jackets on the right wing. Bryn McLean tried to dump that one in. That's not going to go now. Jenna Hoops has it here. Hoops picks up speed into the Northland zone on the right wing. Hoops is going to carry behind the net. Plays it to the left wing corner. Nobody in a gold sweater there. And that's going to be cleared back out to neutral. Daly Marks now. Feeds that one ahead on the right wing. It hops over the stick of Hoops. Swerhan gives chase. Kaylee Swerhan, left wing corner. Carries up the boards and cycles it down low. Now at the left point, Matson. Over to the right point, Marks winds, fires, and a stick save made by Lamming. Rebound picked up left side. Matson again. Tried to play that one down low. Nowhere for it to go. It comes back up to the line. Yellow Jackets able to hold the offensive zone now with Hoops on the left wing. Hoops left circle, gets in position, takes the shot, save made by Lamming, and the rebound will be picked up and cleared by the Lumberjills. It's going to come all the way down, and that's going to be icing. Northland head coach Jake Bobrowski kind of a little exasperated on that, as wanted that icing call waved off. Unfortunately for his team, that puck just kept going the distance. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame show, how Northland is a program in transition right now based on what happened with the college last spring. Kind of gutted the rosters of some of their sports teams, and they currently have only 12 skaters and 2 goalies on the women's side. It makes it very impressive to see how well they are playing right now. At the same time, awfully tiring with the amount of ice time they get. Parnell from between the circles takes the wrister. That's going to go wide. Lumberjills Hutchinson's going to send that up the right wing. That's going to come all the way down, and will be another icing call on Northland. To finish the thoughts, I mean, if you only have 12 skaters, that's an abundance of ice time to begin with. You get kind of hemmed in your own zone like they have been here for the last couple of minutes, unable to make that line change. It's a tough situation, and now Northland's going to utilize their timeout because of that. Back-to-back icing calls, so Jake Bobrowski will call the timeout. You heard Coach Simon talk a little bit about him and his influence on her career. He was a coach with Hamlin when she was playing her collegiate hockey for the Pipers. And then he went out to the East Coast and was coaching at Elmira. And she went with him as an assistant coach there. And then you have the course, he spent last year with the Professional Women's Hockey League. So definitely an impressive resume on the women's coaching side for Jake Bobrowski in his first season as the head coach of the Lumberjills. During intermission number 2 here this afternoon, we'll have a conversation with Yellow Jacket head men's soccer coach Joe Mooney. He and the Yellow Jackets on their way to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division III men's soccer tournament. They will be in action tomorrow as they play Amherst, the number 8 ranked team in the nation. Amherst, the runner-up a year ago, losing the national championship game to St. Olaf College. The team that the Yellow Jackets knocked out of the tournament last Sunday in what was an impressive and emotional weekend for the men's soccer program. Opening on Saturday with a victory over number 9 North Park. And then on Sunday, going through 110 minutes of soccer, a 2-2 tie, and then the Jackets advancing via the penalty kick shootout. So a very emotional and impressive weekend for Coach Mooney as they have advanced further now than any program or team in program history. Shot taken from the right wing circle by Parnell is kicked away. It comes back up to the left point, held in there by Coase. She's taken down. Play continuing on, and the Lumberjills are going to send that all the way down, and that'll be icing. So we had a total of 11 face-offs in the opening period. And we are now at the 8th face-off already in the second period, and we're not even 7 full minutes in. I think a lot of that a product of the depleted roster for the Lumberjills, and they're taking more stoppages in play here. From the left wing side, Garner plays that in front for Sherling, and the redirection ends up in the right corner. Picked up there by Steiner. Stacy Steiner has had the puck a lot here in the first 26-plus minutes of action here. Puck comes out to neutral ice now. Garner backing it up to her own line. On the left side, Coase ahead at center, and Sherling tips it in. Puck comes back behind the Northland goal. Hutchinson there first. She'll wrap that one around. Fussy for the Lumberjills to center. Julia Fussy dumps it into the Yellow Jacket zone. Line change here for the Lumberjills. As Emma Klegora's got it, then her pass up the middle behind Trinity Middle. Puck comes back to the Yellow Jacket blue line and is dumped down to the left wing corner. Cora Coase giving chase. Jackets pick it up and clear it to neutral. Broken up there and dumped right back in by Durfee for the Lumberjills. Excuse me. Now Klegora on the left wing. She'll dump it into the Northland zone. Yellow Jackets will start a line change here. Played over to the right side. Jackets could have been whistled for too many skaters there, but they did not play the puck, so it comes all the way down, icing waved off. It's behind the Yellow Jacket net. Taken there by Marks. She'll pass it ahead. Andriachi gets around one. 3-on-2 for the Jackets across the Northland line. Left circle centering pass for Eiley Dahl, and her redirection ends up in the right corner. Now behind the net, Klegora for Andriachi. Andriachi up top. Olenek from the right point. Stick handles around one defender. Has it right circle. Drops it off. Andriachi up top. Matson a shot that'll go wide from the right point. Andriachi on the left wing has it again here now. Andriachi up top. Marks at the left point. Andriachi left circle. Marks from the left circle takes the shot. The save is made. Jackets battling at the right side of the net. Trying to work that one to the corner. Comes back up top. Marks from the left circle. A shot save made. Big rebound top of the goal crease. A shot taken by Olenek there, and it's stopped. Cleary attempt is going to be held in. Drugas for the Yellow Jackets. As we near the 9-minute mark of the second period, 1-0 Yellow Jackets. Puck comes up to the left point where Hoops has it now. Jenna Hoops for the Jackets. Carries behind the Northland goal. Turns, centers. That one goes off the stick of Olenek between the circles. Now up top, Rewerts with a shot. That's going to be blocked. That'll carry him out into the neutral zone. Yellow Jackets Drugas plays that one back ahead, and it comes down into the Northland zone. Chady sends that up the right wing side. Held there by Drugas. She'll drive it deep. Comes around behind the net to the right wing corner. McLean looking for Hoops behind the net, but that's out of her reach. Now it comes up to the right point. Rewerts holds. Maddie Rewerts gives it to McLean, right circle, a shot, and Lemming's going to make the save. She'll hold on. We've got a face-off coming up here in the Northland zone. 10:22 to play in the second period. Yellow Jackets holding on to a 1-0 lead. Hoops now. Ahead for Bryn McLean, right circle. McLean behind the net, centering pass out front. A backhand shot. She scores! Jenna Hoops takes the pass from Bryn McLean and goes to the backhand, beating Laming on the stick side. And it's a 2-0 Yellow Jacket lead. 9:50 of the second period. The time of that goal for Jenna Hoops, her second. And hopefully that's the one that will get this Yellow Jacket offense kick-started a little bit here. We'll wait for the official announcement to see if there's a second assist, but at any rate, 2-0 Yellow Jackets. They quickly come back on the attack.
Yellow Jackets, her second goal of the season, number 15, Jenna Hoops. She's assisted on that goal by number 11, Taylor March. That's Hoops, her second of the season.
Yeah, I think they got that one definitely wrong. That should be Bryn McLean, who got the assist on that one. That put the Yellow Jackets in front by a pair. On the right wing side now. Steiner sends it behind the Northland College goal. Broken up there and cleared to the line. It gets past Coes at the left point and comes all the way down. Icing waved off on the play. Garner passes that up the left board. Northland will dump it right back in. Now Steiner ahead on the right wing, Klagora. Emma Klagora across the line. Stick handles into the slot. Between the circles, a backhand save. Laming, rebound, played right back up between the circles. And the Lumberjills are going to clear that one all the way down. And that'll be icing. The face-off will come all the way back down here in the Northland zone. 9:02 remaining. Excuse me. 9:02 second period. 2-0 Yellow Jackets. Shots currently 24-4. Favoring the Yellow Jackets here. At the left point, Matson kind of missed holding that one into the zone and tried to nonchalantly get it on her forehand and move toward the middle of the ice, but referee Kaylin Hansen was right there, indicating it was offside, and a face-off coming here in the or outside the Northland line. If you're a Yellow Jacket fan looking for great team gear, visit our official Yellow Jacket Sideline store and browse all the current styles of Yellow Jacket apparel and accessories, including the same Under Armour gear the Yellow Jackets wear. Find the Yellow Jacket Sideline store at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. Shots 25-4 favoring the Yellow Jackets. Scoreboard has a couple of those shots reversed. They have 24-5. And it's a 2-0 lead, courtesy of goals from Gabby Andriacci and Jenna Hoops. Hoops scoring her goal just moments ago. Giving the Yellow Jackets a little bit of breathing room. I think you heard it from Coach Bree Simon between the first and second periods that, we're not quite where we want to be here this afternoon. It's been a little better here in the second period, but still some of those things that you want to see your team accomplishing. The Jackets just weren't getting to here so far through the first 31-plus minutes. As you can see on Yellow Jacket TV, the conversation at the bench. Yellow Jackets listening intently, and hopefully will come out of this with a little more fire. 8:55 to go, second period. 2-0 Yellow Jackets face off just outside the line. The Northland line, that is. Jackets get it in. Lumberjills clear right back out. Trinity middle. Gives that one over to Marks on the left side. Now carrying it up on the left wing. Klagora sends it deep. Eiley Dahl giving chase to the left wing corner. Puck comes up the boards. It gets past Darby Matson. Jackets get it back. Dahl, high slot, turns and shoots. That's blocked. Dahl works it free again. Now between the circles, middle. Had it on her forehand, could have taken the shot. Instead, she carried it over. Now up to the left point, the shot, they score! Darby Matson with the wrist shot from long range that gets through Laming. And the Yellow Jackets have a 3-0 lead. 11:38 the time of the goal. First of the year for Darby Matson. Trinity Middle will get an assist. We'll wait and see about the second one. I was just saying that Middle had the chance to shoot between the circles when she got it on her forehand, but instead moved it to the wing. Really can't argue with the result, though, as the Jackets are up 3.
The Yellow Jackets, her first goal of the season, number 25, Darby Matson. She's assisted on that goal by number 11, Taylor Marks. That's Matson.
Boy, that's 2 they've given Taylor Marks, and she hasn't assisted on either one of them. So at any rate, 3-0 the score. We'll adjust that between periods. Yellow Jackets again now in front of the net. Olenek drops that one off for Booth, who takes the shot that's covered up, and I wonder if Emma Booth's going to go and get herself a 2-minute break here. Took an extra swipe at goaltender Zoe Lamming. Doesn't look like any calls forthcoming. Just a face-off in the offensive zone. Drugas, left circle, takes the shot. That's going to miss just wide of the mark. Now it comes up to the right point for Rewerts. She tried to play that down low, and it's going to be broken up and cleared back into the Yellow Jacket zone. Now the puck comes back down into Northland territory. Booth, left wing corner. Booth, left circle, takes the shot. That's not going to connect. Olenek in the right corner. Passes it behind the goal, and the Lumberjills are going to get that in clear. Now at the Northland line. Control taken here. Moffitt plays it to neutral ice. Yellow Jackets break it up. Northland to clear. Yellow Jackets block it. Have to tag up, the Jackets do. And Durfee will come back the other way. Broken up in the neutral zone. Steiner to dump it. It hits the linesman. Loose puck in the neutral zone, sent into Yellow Jacket territory. 6.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Jackets up 3-0. Swerhan giving chase to go after the puck. She's hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Lumberjills. So the Yellow Jackets are going to get the opening power play of the hockey game. Like I said earlier, it's been a really clean game. 13:34 the time. Time of the penalty. The hooking is the call. Tate Hutchinson to the box for the Lumberjills. First power play for the Jackets here. This power play is sponsored by Superior Water, Light, and Power. Jackets coming into the game at 22.2% on the power play. Having scored 4 goals in 18 opportunities. They win the faceoff. Andriachi gives it to Hoops. Back to Andriachi. Back to Hoops now, left circle. Tried to feather that one through. It was blocked. Wanted Parnell in front. Hoops now. Feeds Drugas left point. Back to Hoops in the left circle. Into the slot looking for Parnell. That hits a skate. Up top, Drugas. Stick handles her way to the right point. Now she takes the shot. That's going to get blocked. And the Lumberjills will pick up that loose puck and send it back to neutral ice. At center. Andriachi across the line. Feeds it over to Hoops in the right circle. Hoops carries behind the net. Andriachi left circle now. Takes the shot. Glove save made by Lamming. No traffic in front, so an easy stop for the Northland goaltender as the clock continues to run. Now they have it sorted out. Jackets control the face-off here. Just under a minute to go in the power play. Rewerts in the high slot. Kozan, left circle, takes a rising shot that's going to miss wide. She tried to pick the top corner short side, and that'll come all the way down the ice. Rewerts for Coz on the left wing. Rink wide feet on the right, out of the reach of McLean, but she skates into it. McLean, right wing corner. Carries behind the net. Coes now, left circle, up top, Rewerts. 25 to go in the power play here. Shot taken from the right circle is going to miss wide. That one by Swerhan, and it'll come all the way back out to neutral ice. Yellow Jackets regrouping. Cora Coes has a lane now, and she comes up the middle with it. Coes in the right circle, stick handles down low, carries behind the net. Coes now over to the left wing side, plays it up top. Rewerts, winds, fires, that hits traffic in front. Coes picks it up on the left wing side. Final seconds tick off, so the Yellow Jackets 0 for 1 on the power play here. Now a shot taken from the high slot. Save is made. Rebound comes out front. They score. Cora Coes got the loose puck in front. Had a wide open net as Lamming was out of position. 4-0 Yellow Jackets. For Cora Coes, that'll be her third of the season. There were 2 Yellow Jackets at the top of the goal crease on the right side of the net. I couldn't see who got the assist, so we'll wait for the announcement and then critique it from there because they have been a little bit off on dishing out those assists today. Jackets dump it into the Northland zone. Garner in the right corner. Sends it up top. Marks. Now for Garner. She stick handles in the slot. Takes a shot. It gets through, and the save is made. Rebound is just lying there. Clear to the left wing corner.
For your Yellow Jackets, her third goal of the season, number 24, Cora Coes. She's assisted on that goal by number 21, Kaylee Swerhan, and number 9, Maddie Rewerts.
So Swerhan and Rewerts, get the helpers on that goal. Jackets the other way now. 2-on-1 at the hurry. Garner across the line. Gives it to Parnell. Wanted to go back to Garner, but she decided to peel off for a line change rather than go to the net there. And it ends up in the left corner. Back the other way comes Northland now. They will change personnel. Matson for the Yellow Jackets. Got her first goal of the season earlier. Passes that one ahead. Now it's free in the Northland zone. It's going to be cleared out into the neutral zone. It's going to be fed over to the left wing side now across the Yellow Jacket line. Farrington. Broken up there, and the Jackets back the other way. Klagora into the middle for Eiley Dahl, and she'll send it down to the left corner. Gives chase. Dahl gets there first. She passes behind the Northland net where it's going to be broken up. Right wing corner. Rewerts pinched down from the point and got a stick on it to hold the zone. Lumberjill's able to clear it out to neutral ice. Now Olenek got it. Avery Olenek tried to dangle around the D. But Chady broke that up for the Lumberjills. It's going to be cleared up on the left wing boards. Jackets intercept in the high slot. Andriachi got run over. Lost her glove, a little slow getting up. Now she's back on her feet. She's going to head to the bench. She looks to be a bit hobbled as the Yellow Jackets continue to attack the Northland College goal with under 2 minutes to go here in this second period. Puck's going to be played back up the middle. Cora Coes for the Yellow Jackets has it here. Coes carries into the Northland zone. Tried to stick handle around the defense. Chady broke that one up. Jackets regaining control here as Hoops has it behind the goal. Jenna Hoops tried to center. That doesn't go. Now it's turned over. Hoops gets it back. Left circle. Her shot's going to miss wide. Puck comes back up to the line. Right point. Coes holds. Played back up the boards. Bryn McLean on the right half board. Up top for Coes. She drives it down low. Behind the Northland College goal. The puck is loose. Lumberjills come away with it here. And this is going to be Durfee up the right wing, getting it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Schreier. Schreier from the right circle. A shot. Stick save made by Molly Black. She directs that one to the right wing corner. And we have less than a minute to go here now in this second period as it's played back to center. Out of the reach of Swerhan. It comes all the way down. And icing apparently waved off. Now Matson, left point shot. That's just going to miss wide of the mark. Sherling, right wing corner. Pokes it behind the Northland goal. They try to clear it. Held in at the left point by Matson. Now the Lumberjills again up the middle. Yellow Jackets break that one up. That looked like it came out, but Kyle Bates, the linesman, waves it off. at the left point. Matson over to the right point. Marks takes the shot and she scores. Taylor Marks with the shot from the right point that gets through. And with 24.1 seconds to play here in the second period, the Yellow Jacket lead is at 5. Not only that, that's going to be a custard goal for everybody. First goal for Taylor Marks. Keep the puck, young lady. On the 34th shot of the game for the Yellow Jackets. They make it a 5-0 lead. I can understand the unhappiness with the coaching staff there, too.
Yellow Jackets, the first goal of the season and of her career, number 11, Taylor Marks. She's assisted on that goal by number 13, Anna Sherling. That's Marks.
So Sherling with the lone assist on that goal by Taylor Marks, her first. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. In the neutral zone now, it's controlled here by the Lumberjills. Trehe goes to clear. That one knocked out of the air by Sherling, and then the Yellow Jackets will dump that back into the Northland zone, and the buzzer will sound, bringing the second period to a close. I think still probably not exactly what Coach Bree Simon wants, but nonetheless, the Yellow Jackets, I think, taking advantage of the depleted bench that the Lumberjills have. And we're able to wear them down a little bit in the second period, scoring 4 times, 3 of them coming in the second half of that period. And the Yellow Jackets in a pretty good spot here after 40 minutes of play as they lead by a score of 5-0. Let's throw it down ringside here. Nora Schmitz has a conversation with the Yellow Jackets, scored the second goal of the hockey game here today. Jenna Hoops.
All right, I'm here with Jenna Hoops. Jenna, that was a big momentum shift, scoring 4 goals, yours being one of them. What changed?
I think we were just getting on them harder. The first period, pucks were fumbling. We weren't really getting on them really hard, so we got a lot more shots that period too, so that helped us a lot.
All right, so how are you going to keep this momentum going in the third period?
Just keep our D are pinching on the wall really hard, so that's helping a lot. And when our D get the puck on the board, and they walk to the middle, gets a shot on net. So yeah.
All right, thank you. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Nora. Jenna Hoops, the Yellow Jackets senior forward, who has the second goal of the hockey game for the Yellow Jackets in this one. Yellow Jackets with a 1-0 lead after one. Jenna Hoops, her second of the year at 9:50, made it 2-0. Then shortly after that, Darby Matson's first of the year at 11:38, made it a 3-0 lead at 15:42. The third of the season for Cora Coes, made it 4-0. And then at 19:35, that was with 24.1 seconds to play in the second period. Yellow Jackets getting the first goal of the season, first of the career from Taylor Marks. And the Yellow Jackets up 5-0 after 40 minutes of play. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with our second intermission, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. We will have a conversation with Yellow Jacket head men's soccer coach Joe Mooney. This is Yellow Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior and Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the WIAC Network.
Second intermission here, and we're joined by Yellow Jacket men's soccer coach Joe Mooney. And I guess the easiest way for me to start this whole thing, Coach, is just to go, so how was your weekend?
Thanks, Garves. Yeah, it was pretty good, obviously. Obviously played a really good team on Saturday in North Park, ranked number 9 in the country, and we knew going into that game it was going to be a test of physicality and just grit, and our guys passed the test. It was a terrific game, and Josh Bellamy getting a great goal, Alex Paredes getting the clean sheet. Just a lot of guys stepped up. Terrific game. 24 hours later, we're back into it with the defending national champs, who knocked us out last year in a big way. So I think there were a little bit of nerves going into Sunday's game, but once we settled in, I thought we actually played some really good soccer, and kind of showcased. I think we're rolling at the right time. I think we're playing our best soccer at this point of the year. Obviously, getting a penalty kick shootout win, it's nerve-wracking, but it's that much sweeter when you do come out on the right side of it.
A couple different ways I want to go with this. First, not that we want to push in too much on what happened a year ago, but your guys' memory of that game a year ago. Did you bring it up? Did you have to bring it up? Or did they know that going into Sunday, okay, this is our opportunity to make good on what happened last year?
Yeah, I mean, really, Garves, I think I don't know that they were thinking about it a ton, about who the opponent was. To be honest, I certainly wasn't. Not that we didn't know. I mean, St. Olaf is very good this year, and they're well coached. Justin Oliver, what he's done with that program in just a short time is pretty cool. So we knew the test it was going to be, but there wasn't a lot of feelings of last year that came up. Our mantra this year has just been go earn one more game. I think this group, you can tell in the way they play, they really enjoy playing around each other. They really think there's something special in this group, and so I think really for us it's just a matter of we're not ready to be done playing with this group yet. So I guess it just for our guys, it didn't really matter who was in front of them. It just really was go out, play the next opponent, and make sure that we earn another game to be able to train and prepare for, so we can have one more game.
After that finish on kicks, the genuine emotion from your guys, whether it was the oh my God, we're moving on, to the excitement, tears, whatever it may be, it was also genuine and really. It was fun to watch that. What were your emotions in that moment?
Going into penalties, it's the calmest I've ever been. And I don't know if it was just, I knew our guys were good on the spot. I think we have one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best in the entire country, in Alex Paredes. And so there was a lot of confidence going into it. Obviously, the emotions after it were more so than just, oh, wow, we made the Sweet 16. It is really a cool thing, and we should, kind of honor that and be excited about it. But it was more so just, the emotions of the game, and anytime you're in a penalty shootout, it really is. It's a 50-50 deal. So getting through it, obviously excited. And then again, I think really just getting back to being excited that we've got one more game, and it allowed us not just, when you make it from the round of 32 to the round of 16, it's not just one more game. It's a full week of training. It's a full week of being around this group again. And so I think that was maybe even, just that much sweeter.
So you knock off number 9, you take down defending national champion, your reward. It obviously doesn't get any easier. You've got the number 8 team, and the runner-up a year ago is going to be your first team you're playing in the Sweet 16. So talk to me a little bit about Amherst and what that match is going to be like.
Yeah, obviously they are perennial powerhouses. They've been in the Final Four, and I won't even mention how many times because I'll lose count here. They've got an extensive amount of tournament experience, late round experience. They're extremely well coached. Justin Serpone is kind of a legend in D3 soccer, and they've got a squad. They're very athletic. They're very good. So obviously, I think we look at this one and say we're going to be up against it a little bit. But I also feel like that was exactly our feeling going into last Saturday's game. Obviously, going into Sunday's game, So I think there's a mix now where there is some confidence, there is some achievement to kind of draw on. But I've kind of talked to our guys, like the parade, we kind of said ended on Monday. Like enjoy the fact that you've made some history here. Soak up Sunday, the bus ride home, all that. Monday, go to your classes, get a couple pats on the back, all that, and enjoy that. But by the time we get to training Monday evening, the parade is over and it's back to work.
When did you know this group was different? I've said now for a while this year that this group felt different than other teams that you've coached here. Obviously it is because they have taken steps that none of the programs have done before. So when did you know this group was different and a little more special than some of the others?
Yeah, it's funny. I can actually tell you the exact moment. The team came out to our house in preseason, and when they left, we were kind of cleaning up a couple of last things, my wife Rachel and I, and we didn't have much to clean up because the boys, they're terrific. Like they took care of just about everything, help with dishes, all that kind of stuff, right? But they all left, and she and I were just kind of picking up the last pieces, and I said to her, this is the group. And I mean, it's coach talk a little bit. Like you always think you've got a group, right? Like especially in preseason, everybody's got a national championship side in preseason, right? I really meant it, and she could tell I meant it. And I think, even just her reaction to my statement, it just reaffirmed like this group is really special. So before we even played game one, I really felt like we had the group that could make a deep run here.
We're excited for what you have coming up here this weekend, and thanks for taking some time to let the Yellow Jacket hockey world know what all is going on, because uncharted territory, fun territory, and like I told you earlier this week, make sure you take a couple minutes just to soak it all in, because it's pretty special.
Yeah, appreciate it, Garves, and appreciate all the conversations you and I have had over the years, but your perspective this week was really good for me, and it's something I've already shared with the guys, so thank you for all you've done.
It's Yellow Jacket head men's soccer coach Joe Mooney. His team back in the NCAA tournament again this year and making their way to the Sweet 16 for the first time, in program history. It's been a really nice run for Coach Mooney and this club, and been a lot of fun to watch, too. I mean, they put up a lot of goals in conference play this year and were the top scoring offense in the nation. And it was good to see that when they got a push came to shove against some of these top teams in the nation, undeterred. They just didn't care. They got in there and they keep doing what his program has been building for this entire season. So good stuff by the Yellow Jackets here as they head into a big one tomorrow afternoon against Amherst. And if they are victorious, they would play the winner of the other game in the region, which features host UW Eau Claire and UW Platteville. So pretty cool to see 3 UW schools in that region, along with defending runner-up Amherst as in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division III men's soccer tournament. Here at Westman Arena, it's our second intermission sponsored by Holland Incorporated. Yellow Jackets with a 5-0 lead over Northland after 40 minutes. It was 1-0 Yellow Jackets after 1. On the second goal of the season from Gabby Andriacci. They made it a 2-0 game at 9:50 of the second period. Jenna Hoops scoring her second of the season. Currently listed as Taylor Marks with the assist, but it was actually Bryn McLean who got the assist on that goal. And Hoops did an early nice job working her way to the front of the net, got it on the backhand, and beat goaltender Zoe Lamming on the short side, blocker side, if you will. 2-0 Yellow Jackets, just shy of the midpoint of the hockey game. Then at 11:38, it went to 3-0. Darby Matson with the wrist shot from long range that beat Lamming through some traffic. They have Taylor Marks with the assist. It was actually Trinity Middle who got the assist on that one, and I believe that is her first collegiate point. So congratulations, Trinity Middle, on that. Then that was at 11:38. Then at 15:42 of the period, Cora Coe was scoring her third goal of the season. Kaylee Swerhun and Maddie Rewerts getting the assists. As Rewerts had the puck and initially took the shot from long range that was stopped. Swerhun was there to pick up that loose puck near the goal crease and played it over to the left circle. And it was a wide open net for Cora Coe to score her third. And I believe that moves her into third on the team in goals this season with her third there. So 4-0 Yellow Jackets at that point, and then it went to 5-0 late with 24.1 seconds on the clock. Taylor Marks scoring her first, winding up and letting a blast go from the right point that got past goaltender Zoe Lamming. Anna Scherling the assist. 5-0 Yellow Jackets after 2. Shots on goal in the second period. The Yellow Jackets had 21 for a 2-period total of 34. Northland had 3 for a 2-period total of 6. Penalties in the game so far, only one called. It was on Northland, and they were able to kill that one off, so the Yellow Jackets 0 for 1 on the power play. Yellow Jackets have been pretty dominant in the faceoff circle as well, winning 23 of 30 draws through 40 minutes of play. Anna Scherling been very good, having won 9 of 11 faceoffs. Gabby Andriacci and Jenna Hoops have each won 5 of 6, so it's been a good afternoon in the faceoff dot for the Yellow Jackets in this one. Next sports broadcast here on 91.3 KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV will be coming your way in a few hours as the Yellow Jacket men's hockey team is home tonight to open the WIAC season against UW Eau Claire. 7:05 faceoff and 6:30 pregame show. Next Yellow Jacket women's hockey broadcast will come your way 24 hours from now, tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock here at Westman Arena as they play host to UW Stevens Point. It'll be a 2 o'clock face-off, 1:45 pregame with the big sound Matt Johnson. That game will be on both 91.3 KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. And then tomorrow evening, the Yellow Jacket men's hockey team will be on the road at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. A 7 o'clock face-off, 6:30 pregame show. Yellow Jackets and the Pointers. Only trip of the season for the Yellow Jacket men down to KB Willett Arena. It's been a while since the Yellow Jackets have tasted victory in that building. Actually have to go back to the 2021 WIAC championship game. A game that I had to call from my office. You're giving me a funny look there, Bradley. It was the COVID year. I wasn't allowed to travel. Even though I was being tested like the players were and everything, they wouldn't allow visiting media to come in. So I was not permitted to make that trip. And all road trips that year, I broadcasted off a video stream like we have here on Yellow Jacket TV from my office. And the perils that came with that, there was one game where the stream just stopped and went offline, and when it came back on, a goal had been scored. There was another game where the stream between the first and second period was turned off and came back on with 10 minutes to go in the hockey game. So, yeah, good times. Fresh 20 minutes on the clock, 5-on-5 to start. Third period underway here from Westman Arena as the Yellow Jackets win the draw. It's going to be dumped into the offensive zone, comes back behind the Northland goal. Picked up there by Fussy. I believe it was Fussy. Check that. It was not. That was Farrington. It's going to be cleared out into the neutral zone. Yellow Jackets get it and dump it back in. Now at center. Cora Coes gets it into the offensive zone. That's going to be turned back the other way. Coes in the neutral zone again. At her own blue line. Flips it into Northland territory. On the left wing. Nixick's got it here for the Lumberjills. She'll dump it in. Coe is able to take the puck away from her. Now the Jackets coming back. It's Jenna Hoops. Threw that one ahead to center. Pass is going to be behind Swerhun, and it comes all the way down. And icing the call on the Yellow Jackets. I was just about to send a note to Ryan Castaneda and say, hey, you didn't make the Custard announcement. Now he made it. So, by way of that fifth goal for the Yellow Jackets, the 5-goal free-for-all is triggered. Meaning everybody here gets a coupon for a free scoop. Jackets send it the other way. That's going to come all the way down, and that will be icing. So the face-off will come back here in the Yellow Jacket zone. 18:53 to go. Third period. Shots 34-6, favoring the Yellow Jackets. They lead 5-0. Face-off will be to the right of Molly Black. Jackets control it. Brim McLean on the right wing. Goes rink wide to the left side. Swerhun picks it up and carries into the zone. Leaves it in the left circle for Coase. Her centering pass hits a skate, comes up to the left point where Sherling picks it up. Anna Sherling for the Yellow Jackets along the end board. Has the puck taken from her. Farrington carries it to center now. Kira Farrington loses the handle on that. Jackets back the other way. Klagora pushes it to the middle now. It's taken by Parnell. A shot save is made. That one's not going to go. Goaltending change, by the way, here for Northland, as Maddie Bliss is in goal to start the third period. Hopefully the stat crew got the goaltending change. Now behind the net, Hutchinson has it here for Northland. She gets around a stick check. Jackets intercept and go to dump it in, but that catches somebody on the Northland bench. Neutral zone face-off, 17:55 remaining. In the third, 5-0 Yellow Jackets. Northland goaltending change, by the way. Maddie Bliss, a 5'4 freshman from Fort Francis, Ontario. Now in goal for the Lumberjills. Taking over for Zoe Lamming, who saw 34 shots in the first two periods. At center, Moffitt across the Yellow Jacket line. She's stripped of the puck there, and the Jackets will clear. It comes back inside the Northland blue line. Durfee picks it up there. She'll cross the red and dump it in. Loose puck behind the Yellow Jacket net. Durfee there. Taylor Marks takes it away from her. Marks over for Trinity Middle on the left wing. She dumps it in. Icing waved off as she was on her own side of center. Puck comes all the way down. Lumberjills pick it up. Fussy on the right wing. Sends it into the Yellow Jacket zone. Picked up by Farrington in the right circle. She tried to center. Jackets break it up. And they're going to come back the other way with Swerhan up the left wing. She plays it into the Northland zone. Bliss will deflect that to the left corner. Yellow Jackets pick up the loose puck. Swerhan took it right back into the traffic. So she'll dig it free and try going the other way this time. Centers it into the goal crease. McLean couldn't get a stick on it. Now Andriacci, left circle, takes a shot that goes over the top of the goal. Good to see Gabby Andriacci back on the ice as she was hobbled late in the second period. She appears to be okay now. In the slot, Rewerts takes the shot. That catches traffic in front and goes just wide. In the right wing corner, McLean up top, Drugas back to McLean, top of the right circle, takes a shot through traffic. Bliss will make the save, and she'll hold on, giving us a face-off here in the Northland zone. 15:53 to play. In this third period, it's a 5-0 Yellow Jacket lead. Jackets controlling the face-off. This is Cora Coase. Coase in the right wing corner. Passes it up top. Matson, or check that, Hoops, at the right point. Had her shot broken up in front, and it's going to be cleared to neutral. Hoops breaks it up. Regains control for the Yellow Jackets here, and she'll pick up speed at center. All the way over to the right wing boards now. Hoops across the Northland line. Tried to get to the right corner before she was upended. Now Coase from the right point, a shot. Bliss makes the save. Rebound was there for a moment. Lumberjills clear. Emma Klagora for the Jackets. Behind the net. Parnell out front for Hoops, tried to spin and fire, but that one doesn't go. It's going to be cleared back into the neutral zone now where the Yellow Jackets control it. Cora Coase ahead on the right wing for Parnell. Ashton Parnell, right wing side. That one catches traffic as she tried to center it. Now Sherling, right circle. Sherling goes behind the net and gives it to Parnell, who comes out left corner. Up top left point, Coase over to the right point. Steiner. Stick handles away from a defender, takes the shot. That one goes off the outside of the net. Steiner gets it back. On the right wing boards, her shot catches traffic, comes to Parnell left circle. Parnell now gets away from one person, leaves it up top. Wrist shot by Coase, hits traffic in front. Puck tied up in Emma Booth's equipment. Now it drops free right at the goal crease. Parnell takes the shot, and that's going to be stopped. And we have a penalty coming up here. I think we're going to have a penalty coming on Northland here, it looks like, as Parnell got drilled going after that loose puck. Did get the shot away, but it appears that it's going to be a penalty. Yes, it is going to be a penalty, so the Yellow Jackets are headed to the power play. The referee was emphatic in the penalty call. 5:31 of the third period, the time of the penalty. It's going to be Grolke for roughing. Second power play for the Yellow Jackets. Again, there was nothing wrong with what Ashton Parnell did there. The puck was loose at the top of the goal crease, and she just took a shot at it. Face-off controlled by the Yellow Jackets here. Second power play sponsored by Superior Water, Light, and Power. Puck is in the offensive zone on the left side. Andriachi passes it down low. Jenna hoops out of the left corner. Back to Andriachi. Centering attempt looking for Parnell between the circles. That one just went underneath her stick and comes all the way down the ice. Yellow Jackets will regroup. Ashton Parnell starts the Yellow Jackets back to center. Parnell across the red line. Gets it down the right wing boards to the corner. Andriachi in to help out. Hoops will pick up the loose puck behind and play that one around the boards. Only person there, however, is Fussy for Northland, and she'll clear. Comes all the way down the ice. Actually ends up on goal. Black will set it up. As Swerhun comes back from behind the net. A minute to go in the power play here as Cora Coes carries up the left wing into the Northland zone. Coes at the hash marks. Feeds for Bryn McLean. Top of the left circle. She walks it to the middle. Passes up top. Rewerts. Left circle. Coes into the middle. McLean redirect. That's blocked. Second attempt gets stopped. Jackets hold the zone. Rewerts takes the shot. Save made by Bliss. Rebound was there. Lumberjills to clear. Yellow Jackets. Rewerts holds the zone. 35 to go in the power play as Rewerts gives it to the right side. Swerhun. Now McLean. Right wing corner. She'll curl back. Feeds Swerhun. Top of the right circle. High slot. Rewerts a shot. Bliss makes the save. Rebound picked up on the left wing boards. This is Coes up top. Rewerts. Swerhun now. Right circle. Gets away from a checker. Up top right point. Rewerts takes the shot. That one banked off the referee's skate. Ends up behind the goal. Lumberjills to clear. It goes off Rewerts and back the other way Northland. This is Fussy across the Yellow Jacket line. Has the puck taken off her stick as the penalty time will tick off the clock. So we're back to 5 skaters apiece here. Yellow Jackets 0 for 2 on the power play. Cora Coes passes that one ahead to center. Sherling across the Northland line. Left circle takes the shot. That one's blocked by the defense. Ends up behind the goal as we pass the 8-minute mark of this third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets, and now Parnell on the doorstep again, digging away at a loose puck. This one will be held by Maddie Bliss. And we'll have a face-off coming here in the Northland zone. Shots 44-6. Favoring the Yellow Jackets, including 10-0 here in the third. Klagora had it, then lost it. Taylor Marks has it for the Jackets. She scored her first collegiate goal in the final minute of the third period. Or second period, excuse me. Lumberjills have the puck. They clear it to the neutral zone. Northland player down behind the net, and they finally blow the play dead. I didn't see what happened there. Officials are huddling in the neutral zone. Northland coaching staff isn't exactly up in arms right now. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. I was watching the puck go the other way, so apologies on that. And athletic trainer Morgan Olson coming to the aid of the Northland player. It's Tate Hutchinson who's down. She logs plenty of ice time among the defense core of the Lumberjills. She's now up to one knee. Meanwhile, the officials in the neutral zone are having a conversation. There was no penalty that was going to be called. And it appears that Hutchinson now is going to be all right as she is back on her feet talking with the trainer. And she is going to exit the ice under her own power. And the officials go to the Northland bench to talk with their head coach. Again, maybe he didn't see it either because he doesn't appear to be the least bit upset. And we'll have a face-off here outside the Northland line. 11:40 remaining in the third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets. 4-goal second period has fueled the Jackets to this 5-0 lead. They control the draw, and they're going to dump it into the Northland zone, but they were on their own side of the center line, and that'll be icing. And it'll bring the face-off back down. Deep in Yellow Jacket territory to the right of Molly Black. Jackets controlling the face-off. Klagora on the left wing boards, clears it to neutral ice. Lumberjills will dump it right back in. Rewerts will chase it down. Passes that one over to the left wing boards. Drugas ahead. Emma Booth now. Her pass intercepted in the neutral zone. Yvonne Durfee dumps it back across the Yellow Jacket line. Booth picks it up. She gains speed up the left wing. Ran out of real estate, and the boards kind of took her out there, but not before she could get it ahead for Sherling, who dumped it in. Now Emma Booth in the Northland zone. Sheds a checker. Loses the puck, but it's held in by Steiner at the left point. She plays it deep. Puck comes back up to the blue line. Going to get past Emma Booth and come all the way down. She's at the end of her shift, so she is going to provide an outlet along the left wing boards. Cora Coes behind the net. Up the left wing for Booth. Ahead at center for Middle. Trinity Middle across the Northland line. Feeds into the slot for Eiley Dahl going to the net, but she couldn't quite handle the pass. It's going to be cleared out to center. Broken up. And Cora Coes will backhand it in. Lumberjills come back the other way. Durfee up the left wing. Feeds that one ahead. Slid in on goal by Grulke, and the save made by Molly Black. Yellow Jackets back the other way. As we pass the 10-minute mark of the third period, Yellow Jackets up 5-0. Now the Jackets back on the attack. Andriachi into the Northland zone. Right circle takes the shot. And that's going to be swallowed up and held by goaltender Maddie Bliss. Face-off in the Northland zone. 9:48 remaining. Third period. It's a 5-0 lead in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Gives us an opportunity to ask if you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets. Get started and receive 200 points just for registering, 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points in for cool prizes in the Swarm Central store. Find Swarm Central in the Apple and Google stores today. Bunch of new prizes were just added to the Swarm Central store here in the last couple of weeks. There it is on your screen right there. If you are taking this one in on Yellow Jacket TV, that's what it looks like. But a whole bunch of new stuff was just added. Deck of cards, sticker sheets, magnets, keychains, coffee mugs. In addition to other items that we introduced last year, the travel mug, the water bottle, lanyards, window decals, t-shirts. So a lot of different things that people can redeem their points for. How do you gain points? That's a good question. Do you get points for going to games? It reminds me, I should probably log in right now and get my points. There we go. So 100 points just for showing up. Come here early, you get a few extra points. Stay late, you get a few extra points. Upload photos via the Crowd Cameo, and you get points. A lot of ways that you can earn your points. Answering the trivia questions, contributing to the weekly poll. All kinds of good stuff to get points within the Swarm Central app. Yellow Jackets controlling the face-off in the neutral zone here. Darby Matson on the left side. Passes that one ahead for Swerhan. Swarhunt now carries in deep, centering pass. That one intended for Andriachi gets broken up. A little bit of a scramble at the top of the goal crease. It's going to be covered up and held, and a face-off coming here in the Northland zone. Shots 46-7 favoring the Yellow Jackets. They lead 5-0. One goal in the first period, 4 in the second. Nothing thus far in the third. Hutchinson, the player who was injured earlier in the period, back on the ice for Northland College, so good to see her out there. None the worse for the wear. She's got the puck right now for the Lumberjills and throws it to neutral. Darby Matson stripped to the puck in the neutral zone. Yellow Jackets getting it back. That's going to be moved ahead at center. Andriachi tips it in. Now she gets it back. Rink wide on the left wing for Matson. Leaves it for Klagora. Emma Klagora. Got it down below the goal line. That's going to be broken up. Puck tied up on the left wing. Good scrum there. The Jackets, Hoops digs it free, then she gets run over. Now Klagora, left side of the net, tries the wraparound. That's not going to go. Bryn McLean comes out with it, centering pass blocked. She gets an attempt there. That shot's blocked. Hoops digging away at it. Her shot goes over the top of the Northland goal. Puck's going to be picked up by Durfee now. She'll play that up the right wing boards. It comes to center. No icing on the play as the Yellow Jackets are going to come back on the attack. Right wing, Bryn McLean drops it for Hoops. Back to McLean, right circle. Feeds that one across for Klagora going to the net, and that just misses. It's going to be played all the way back down into Yellow Jacket territory. Maddie Rewerts tried to poke that one up the boards, but it's going to be broken up. Now Drugas ahead at center for Emma Booth. Booth for Parnell. Back for Booth. Couldn't quite handle that one. It got caught up in her skates. It's cleared. Now Sherling back the other way for the Yellow Jackets. Across the Northland line. Shot left circle. Save made by Bliss. Puck played back behind the net. 7:30 to go, third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets. Sherling in the high slot. Takes the shot. That's going to miss high. Now the puck loose behind the goal. Taken by Booth. Emma Booth for the Yellow Jackets. Tied up along the boards. She gets free from the check. Puck comes to Parnell. She moves it behind the Northland goal. She trips up a player, and that's going to be a penalty on Ashton Parnell. So Northland about to get their first power play. Emma Booth probably could have been called for one there too. But it's going to be just the one. Ashton Parnell for tripping. And Northland will get its first power play of the hockey game. First penalty of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Coming nearly 53 minutes in. Only 3 penalties in the game, and like I said, it's been a very cleanly played game today. .12:57 the time, Parnell for tripping. Yellow Jacket penalty kill coming into the game, 77.4%, so hence the reason for my question to Coach Bree Simon about the PK. Lumberjills control. Long shot taken by Hutchinson gets through, and the save by Molly Black. She'll hold on to it. Northland power play 0 for 2 on the season coming in. Hutchinson right point. Gives that one down the boards. Grulke back over to the right side. Hutchinson knocked off the play by Drugas. Then she falls down trying to clear, and it's held in. Grulke passes over to the left wing side for Trehe. Nevaeh Trehe. Grulke, left circle, takes the shot. Save made by Black. Rebound was there for a moment. Then she was able to cover that up. And we'll have a face-off coming up here in the Yellow Jacket zone. 1:20 left in the minor penalty to Ashton Parnell. 6:22 to play here, third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets. A reminder that the post-game show sponsored by Synovus Energy will be coming your way immediately following the broadcast here today. Jackets win the draw and clear. Swerhun giving chase. She wins the race to the puck. She's got it. Right wing corner, Northland zone. Swerhun ragging the puck along the wall. Hannah Chady steps into her and separates her from the puck, and the Lumberjills will come back the other way with Fussy to center. Sidesteps the check of Sherling. Fussy across the line, and that's going to be an offside on the Lumberjills. Fussy was weaving through the neutral zone and got close to the Yellow Jacket line. Tried to step around a defender, and that one extra move drew one of her teammates offside. Matson behind the Yellow Jacket net now. Lost the puck, but there to pick it up and send it the distance was Taylor Marks. Emma Booth giving chase. She'll win the race to the loose puck. She gets hauled down by Hutchinson as they tie up behind the goal. Puck still underneath Emma Booth. Now it's taken away from her, and Hutchinson will start it back the other way. 20 seconds left in the power play. Marks intercepts the pass, and for the Yellow Jackets, Marks sends it all the way down. Penalty coming. It's going to be on the Yellow Jackets again as Andriachi on the forecheck took Hutchinson down. And on the stoppage, it'll be a 5-on-3 for the Lumberjills. Time of the penalty, 14:49. Tripping the call, Gabby Andriachi, the guilty party. It'll be the second power play of the game here for Northland, and we got a scoreboard issue here. They popped the penalty up on the wrong side. Quick recovery there, Ali Kishish. Jackets win the faceoff, down two skaters. Coe's tied up behind the goal. Gets away from the forecheckers. Tried to clear it up the right wing on the backhand, but that doesn't go. Parnell steps out of the box. So we're back to 5-on-4, excuse me. Penalty killer got back on the ice, or came on the ice for the Yellow Jackets. Parnell late coming out of the penalty box. Five-on-4 here, second power play for Northland as they come into the Yellow Jacket zone. Grillke to the left side of the net, carries behind. Has it right wing circle, passes it up top. Chady. Now in the middle, Durfee shot tipped in front. That's going to go wide to the right corner. Steiner gets there for the Yellow Jackets and rifles that one up into the home team bench. .106 left in the minor to Gabby Andriachi. 4:17 to go here, third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets on their way to win number 4 on the campaign. They'll also get their first win in conference play with this one here today. Anna Sherling blocks the shot from Hutchinson at the blue line and then clears it all the way down. She'll pursue Hutchinson behind the net, who plays it up the left wing as we pass the 16-minute mark of this third period. 5-0 Yellow Jackets. Lucy Drugas up the left wing boards in her own zone for Sherling, who is tied up. Puck comes up to the right point. Hutchinson for Northland. Gives it down into the right circle. The one-timer from Schreier goes wide. The Yellow Jackets on the backhand will clear it out to neutral ice. Gets past Hutchinson and comes all the way down. So Northland is going to be forced to go 200 feet as the Yellow Jackets change all 4 penalty killers here. Hutchinson ahead on the right wing. Schreier went to dump it in. Jackets break it up. Jenna Hoops causing havoc at the Northland line. Penalized player Andriachi is back on. So the Jackets 2 for 2 on the penalty kill today. And at center, Olenek up the right wing. Feathers that one in for Hoops, going to the net. She scores! I thought it hit the crossbar, but actually Jenna Hoops got it under the bar. Roofs it for her second of the game. 6-0 Yellow Jackets. third of the year for Jenna Hoops. 17:04 the time of the goal. That was on shot number 49 of the hockey game as the Jackets win the face-off here and dump it in. It's played around the right wing, excuse me, right wing boards. Yellow Jackets break it up and hold the zone. I forgot to reconnect the microphone. Matson will also get an assist on that goal by Hoops, her second of the game. Jackets clear it out into the neutral zone now. Matson plays that one back. Marks to the left wing side. Jackets play it to Trinity middle, but it's out of her reach. Klagora gets it back. Emma Klagora in the slot. Stick handles, takes the shot that's deflected over the top of the net. Now behind the net, middle for Parnell, left corner. 2 minutes to play here. In this third period, Jackets up 6-0. Now a loose puck in the slot. Coase has it. Cora Coase pulls up in the corner. Slides it up top for Parnell. She takes the shot that gets blocked, and that's going to come all the way down. Took a couple seconds to dust it off there, Parnell did, and allowed the Northland player to move into the shooting lane. Back to center, Steiner has her pocket picked. Grulke back the other way. Carries down to the left wing corner. Steiner leaning on her a little bit. Puck squirts free, and it's going to be taken here by Trinity Middle, who's going to carry it out of the zone. Middle up the left wing. Dumped it in, but the Lumberjills right back out. Durfee up the left. Goes behind the Yellow Jacket net. Puck comes to Maddie Rewerts now, and she'll pass it ahead. Swerhun, on the left side. Sends it in on goal. Bliss is going to cover. And with 61 seconds to go, Yellow Jackets get their 50th shot of the game. And they lead 6-0. Face off to the right of goaltender Maddie Bliss. Controlled here by the Yellow Jackets. Lucy Drugas up top for Rewerts. She'll take the shot. It gets through traffic, and it's gloved and held by Bliss. Face off to Bliss's right again. Jackets control. Drugas to the right point for Rewerts. Down to the right corner. Olenek cycles it for Swerhun. Centering attempt. Hits some skates. Ends up in the goal crease. Bliss able to cover that one up. Couple extra seconds tick off the clock there, but that's all right in a 6-0 game. .3 left on the clock. Face off to the left of Maddie Bliss. Jackets controlling the face off from the right point. The shot there by Marks is deflected and slowly floats over the glass. Props to PJ Petrowski for getting a hand on it. Puck falling just out of his reach. Face off to the left of Bliss with 26.7 left on the clock. Lumberjills win the draw. Yellow Jackets get it. Emma Booth gives behind for Bryn McLean. McLean trying to work the puck free. Gets it to Booth, left circle, out front for Hoops. Comes over to the right circle. Another shot by Marks is stopped. Bliss gets the glove down and covers. 5.3 seconds left. Jackets win the draw. Matson left circle, a shot. Bliss makes the save. And the buzzer sounds, bringing this one to a close. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably didn't unfold exactly how the Yellow Jackets wanted and how the coaching staff wanted, but at the end of the day, win's a win, and the Yellow Jackets are going to take it 6-0 over Northland here today. We'll take a timeout and come back with our postgame show sponsored by Synovus Energy right after this. This is Yellow Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior and Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the WIAC Network. At Westman Arena. Time for the Yellow Jacket Hockey postgame show sponsored by Synovus Energy, and it comes following a 6-0 Yellow Jacket victory this afternoon over in Northland College. With the victory, the Yellow Jackets improved to 4-3-1 on the season, while Northland drops to 0-3. Let's go into our postgame summary. Opening period, you could just tell by the Yellow Jackets didn't seem to have the juice that you would expect they would have coming into this one. They've been off since last Saturday, coming off of a loss against UW Eau Claire. They want to bounce back from that. They want to get a win in conference play. They're taking on a team that has a depleted roster, taking on a team that gave up 22 goals last weekend. So, there's opportunities for them to get a little bit healthy offensively, I guess, and kind of make their move. And it took a while. Jackets struggled a little bit in the early going, and you could just tell by the body language that you were seeing from the coaching staff and everything. They were not particularly thrilled with how things were unfolding in that opening period. And then the Jackets were able to finally get one late in the period at 18:07, second of the season for Gabby Andriacci. The lone assist on that goal going to Emma Booth, and that was kind of the big deep breath, I think, for the Yellow Jackets, as they were able to they got one past the goaltender, take a deep breath, we're going to be okay kind of thing, because up until then, yeah, they'd controlled the play and had the territorial advantage in that period, but they didn't have anything to show for it. But Andriacci scoring her second goal of the season, Emma Booth getting the assist at 18:07. That made it a 1-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets after one. Shots on goal in the first period favoring the Yellow Jackets at 13-3. In the second period now, things got to be a little bit more, I think, the way the Yellow Jackets wanted them to unfold. They did a much better job in that second period of pinning Northland in their own zone, getting more opportunities, getting more pucks to the net, getting more players to the net, and the result was a 4-goal second period. But it took a while. Again, it was almost at the midway point when the Yellow Jackets finally broke through at 9:50. Jenna Hoops scoring her second of the season. Bryn McLean got the assist. Really nice pass by Bryn McLean from the right circle into the slot for Jenna Hoops, who had it on the forehand, pulled it to the backhand, and just kind of flipped it over the blocker of goaltender Zoe Lamming. That was at 9:50 the second period to make it 2-0. A couple minutes later, it went to 3-0 at 11:38. Darby Matson scoring her first goal of the season. taking the shot from long range that got through traffic and past goaltender Lamming. Trinity Middle got the assist there. 3-0 Yellow Jackets at 11:38. It went to 4-0 at 15:42. Third goal of the season for Cora Coas. Really nice pass from, right of the goal, around the goal or the right post. Kaylee Swerhun got the puck there and slid a really nice pass over to the left circle. Lamming was caught out of position. It was a wide open net for Cora Coas, and she finessed it over the line for her third. Maddie Rewerts also got an assist. 15:42 the time. That made it 4-0. And then the Yellow Jackets in the final minute of the period made it a 5-0 game at 19:35. Taylor Marks scoring her first goal as a Yellow Jacket, taking the long shot from the right point that beat goaltender Lamming. Anna Sherling got the assist. 5-0 Yellow Jackets after 2. Shots on goal in the second period. The Yellow Jackets had 21 for a 2-period total of 34. And Northland had 3 for a 2-period total of 6. In the third period, it was just kind of a blah period. There wasn't a whole lot of action going on in either end. Yellow Jackets had, again, the big advantage in shots on goal, 21-3. But not a whole lot happening. Not a lot of high-quality opportunities, it seemed. Jackets did break through and get one more late in the period at 17:04. Thank you. Second goal of the game, third of the season for Jenna Hoops. Darby Matzer and Avery Olenek got the assist. This is a really nice goal. I actually thought it hit the crossbar. But Hoops got the puck in tight and took the shot that she roofed it, basically. Got under the bar, hit the netting, and came right back out. Her second of the game, third of the year. Matson and Olenek got the assist. 17:04 of the third period to make the final score 6-0. We mentioned shots on goal in that third period. Yellow Jackets for the second straight period had 21 for a game total of 55, while Northland had 3 for a game total of 9. So Northland with 3 shots on goal in each of the 3 periods. Penalties in the game. The Yellow Jackets taking 2 penalties for 4 minutes. Northland also taking 2 penalties for 4 minutes. Both teams going 0 for 2 on the power play. Molly Black got the starting goal today for the Yellow Jackets, and she's going to get the win as she stopped all 9 shots that she faced. Her record on the year now improving to 2-1-1. And I believe that's her first collegiate shutout. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe that is her first as a member of the Yellow Jackets, so she gets the win. Again, 2-1-1 on the season. At the other end, Zoe Lamming is going to be tagged with the loss. She's now 0-2 on the season, even though she only played 40 minutes. And the Maddie Bliss came in and played the third period for the Lumberjills. Maddie Bliss making 20 saves on 21 shots. Lamming faced 34 shots through 2 periods and made it 29 saves. Mentioned earlier, the Yellow Jackets improved to 4-3-1 on the season, 1-1 in the WIAC, and Northland now falling to 0-3 on the year and also 0-3 in conference play. Final score here again today, it's a 6-0 victory for the Yellow Jackets. We'll take one more quick break, come back and wrap it up from Westman Arena right after this. This is Yellow Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior and Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the WIAC Network.
You better make mine sign. Now I'd show up, put me on, throw it through her eyes, and then talk about me like the next big thing. And all bow down while you pull them strings. Dress so fresh when the shots don't sink, yo. Let me make things perfectly clear.
Here, Westman Arena in Superior. Final score here again today. The Yellow Jackets with a 6-0 win over Northland College, improving to 4-3-1 on the season, 1-1 in the WIAC. Time now for our post-game show 3-star selection, and it should come as no surprise that all 3 of our game stars are going to come from the Yellow Jackets here today. The number 3 star we are going to give to Yellow Jacket senior forward Gabby Andriacci. She opened the scoring with her second goal of the season late in that opening period, and for much of the first period I feel like it was kind of the most noticeable forward the Yellow Jackets had. took a bit of a hit in the second period and came off for a little while, but came right back on and jumped right back into the fray. So good game for her today. Second goal of the season opened the scoring and ended up being the eventual game winner. She is star number 3. Number 2 star tonight is going to be Yellow Jacket senior defender Darby Matson, who scored her first goal of the season in that second period at 11:38. That felt like that was kind of the insurance goal / back-breaking goal, if you will, because it had been tight for half a hockey game, basically. Then the Yellow Jackets able to break through on the first Jenna Hoops goal, and then a couple minutes later they get that goal from Darby Matson. She also picked up an assist on Jenna Hoops' second goal of the hockey game tonight for a 2-point day for her. So she is star number 2. And the number 1 star tonight is going to be Yellow Jacket senior forward Jenna Hoops, who scored twice, getting the second goal of the game for the Yellow Jackets and closing things out late in that third period. She now has 3 goals on the season, and I thought, for the most part, probably the Yellow Jackets' best forward in this one. So the number 3 star, Gabby Andriacci, number 2, Darby Matson, and the number 1 star, Jenna Hoops. Honorable mention to goaltender Molly Black, who finished the game with 9 saves to get her first collegiate shutout. If she had been a little bit busier, I probably would have snuck her into the 3 stars, but she didn't see a whole lot of action today, and so she gets to be honorable mention. Our next Yellow Jacket sports broadcast is going to come your way in just a couple of hours here on 91.3 KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV, as the men's hockey team is back home here tonight to take on UW Eau Claire in their conference opener. 7:05 face-off, 6:30 pregame show. Our next Yellow Jacket women's hockey broadcast is coming your way tomorrow afternoon here from Westman Arena, as they get ready to take on UW Stevens Point in conference play. That is a 2 o'clock face-off, 1:45 pregame show, both on 91.3 KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. The Big Sound Matt Johnson will have the call on that one. I want to thank Regi Hahn back in the studio at KUWS, along with Bradley Lellis here at the Westman Arena with Yellow Jacket TV. They are the 2 engineers that allowed us to get everything on the air, and a little bit of panic in the early going, as it seemed like anything that could go wrong, whether it be on the radio side, on the TV side, it went wrong. And we had a little bit of a struggle, but we got the thing on the air, and hopefully it was a good broadcast for all of you. So for Bradley, for Andrew Yingling, who was up here operating some camera for us, for Regi back in the studio, I am John Garber saying so long from Westman Arena. Final score here again today: the Yellow Jacket women's hockey team victorious 6-0 over Northland College. This has been Yellow Jacket women.
Let's put our stamp on this region. All right, let's do it emphatically.